Okay, hey guys. So today I wanted to answer a couple questions that people have had, mostly how to book a reading. I also wanted to answer the question, how do I connect with the cards? Because I do it a little differently. Some tarot readers will just sit there and they will pick out the cards one by one, and that's totally fine. And they're just reading the cards. I found that it's better for me and better for my clients when I connect with your guides. Now, what does that mean? That usually means that I'll sit down and I ask permission um, for this first. So, like, if you're blocking me on purpose, like, oh, I want to see what they can do, or you're challenging me, I'm going to feel that, and it's not going to be as accurate of a reading. However, if you'll sit there and allow me to engage with your guides. I mean, usually they're so excited. They're like I've had a couple of readings where they're telling me the answer, and I'm like, guys, you have to show me through the cards. So that has happened. They're like, hey, she needs this, he needs this. And I'm like, fantastic. I need to know the direction. I need to see it in the card. So sometimes I've had a reading where it's just like one or two cards and it's a very in-depth reading because your guides are giving me all of the information along with it, which is fascinating, and I love that. So when you book a reading with me, you're also giving me that permission, essentially, like, hey, it's cool. If you don't want me to connect with your guides, I can refrain from that. I can connect with spirit instead. It's just going to make it a little more difficult. And no, I'm not technically a psychic. I haven't been trained. That's why I don't advertise psychic or mediumship services. If you want me to, I can try. It's not going to be great though. But if you want me to go through the training, you guys can book readings with me, and I'll put that money aside for that purpose. So, how can you book a reading with me? There are 3 different ways. Woohoo, I have note cards here. So, the first, if you want to do the easiest way possible, book a reading with me on Ko-Fi. Click the Ko-Fi link. It's in my profile. I think it's Ko-Fi or coffee. I don't know. They've got a coffee cup. You're buying me coffee. Woohoo, thank you. Click on the readings tab, look for a reading that resonates. And if it doesn't, I'll tell you what to do in a minute. And then ask your question in the notes. That's the basics. It's really simple, I promise. It's not super scary. The second way though, so you look through the readings and you're like, none of these match. What do I do? You can click donate. Also, just by the way, maybe you don't have the $10 right now that my readings start at. That's okay. I've been on the struggle bus too. My donation readings start at $1, and they're usually a little less in depth, or if you've caught a free reading with me, they're also less in depth, but that's because it's a different energetic exchange more than anything, and it's nothing to do with you. I've also at the same time had like $2 or $3 readings that went very in depth because Spirit had a lot to say. And I've had $2 or $3 readings where it was kind of obvious that they were trying to use me in a sense. And I did not give them very much information because guess what? Spirit knows. So anyway, to donate, you can, on Ko-Fi, you can click the Ko-Fi link, find the donate post, and enter the amount. Like I said, it starts at $1. $5 and up will usually give you a more in-depth reading. I say usually because, again, that's not the case. I've had really in-depth $1 or $2 readings, and I was shocked. And then ask the question in the notes, or you can message me on Ko-Fi too. So that's the second way. And then the third way, donate on PayPal, because I also have PayPal available. And the cool thing about PayPal is PayPal doesn't take out any extra fees or whatever, because you're just donating. So click the PayPal link and then enter the donation amount, and then message me the question on Reddit is usually really easy. I have not always been as open as I am now about questions, and that reflects in my ethics policy at the moment. My ethics policy also does a really great job of keeping the people I don't want to book readings with me away. So that's the benefit of it. But don't get freaked out if you're like, oh my gosh, am I going to ask the right question? I've had people ask questions and then the answers I gotten from Spirit are like, maybe you should ask this a different way. They actually need this information and not this. So that's also happened. So don't worry about it. Spirit is not as concerned with it as you are. And like I said, I really just keep that ethics policy up because it keeps the people who are going to try to exploit me away for the most part. And again, the ones who have exploited me, they don't get as in-depth of readings. It's just not a thing that happens. Or I think sometimes Spirit purposely has misled them to be like, do you need to be coming back to this reading? Reader, are you actually looking for your own good, or are you looking to, I don't know, manipulate situations? Anyway, like I said, donate on PayPal. Click the PayPal link, enter the amount, message me the question on Reddit. If you just want to message me on Reddit anyway, I've had a lot of people get readings through that, and then I'm like, hey, do this, this, or this. Sometimes I offer free readings, but that's like once every 6 months or so. I don't do it often. It does take a lot of energy, and it's a different kind of energy, and it's better if you pay me. Even like I said, $2 can get you a long way. It just can. I did also want to mention, I forgot this, but like if I always put at the end of my questions, hey, if you could leave a review, that would be great. Because that helps build the business and build my credibility among other people. But second, if you have questions, you get your reading and you just want to know, what do you think about this? I will pull cards, like extra cards for that, even if, like I said, $2 or $3 readings. I will usually pull cards, or I'll like ask Spirit what they think. So don't be afraid to ask those questions. I find that people get better information when we engage and not when they just write the question and expect the answer. I mean, I've had people say that it was great, which is awesome. But yeah, it's just a little bit easier if you actually ask any questions, get an answer. Because then I don't know. Even if you just say, hey, that reading meant a lot to me. Because honestly, I don't know if it helped or not. And it does help to build my confidence as a reader. Like I said, it's about that energetic exchange. So, another bit of information that you probably need to know. Actually, all of my readings so far, other than the ones on YouTube, are written in a PDF style format because, one, I'm better able to process Spirit that way right now because I'm still learning. And two, it helps me focus on the reading if I can see it like in front of me. Sometimes when I'm typing about the cards, stuff will come that if I were just saying it out loud, it would not necessarily hit the same way. So keep that in mind. And on top of that, you have the reading forever. I usually give a breakdown of what the cards mean. If they're in reverse, I give an explanation of how you can reverse that energy in your life, especially depending on the other cards. And then like I give a summary at the end that's like, overall, this is kind of what this means. This is how I'm seeing this. So that's all to benefit you. I'll give several different meanings for the cards too, because I think that's also important. One way may resonate with you and the other way may not, or it could be that it's 2 or 3 of those, and you won't see that until later. So thanks for sticking with me and watching this video. I really appreciate you guys and all of your support. You're awesome. All of you are awesome. Every reading that I've had, except for 1 or 2, has been just really amazing, and I love it. I love reading for you guys. It is the best. Seriously. So definitely click that link in my bio, and check out what I have to offer. Again, if you guys just want to follow me on Ko-Fi, stuff like that is a huge support. Or if you can't follow me on Ko-Fi, follow me on YouTube. Watch the videos there. I am trying to build that following so that we can do more things. Like, I'd love to do live readings at some point, things like that. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for your support, for being here. I really appreciate it. And I hope that you book a reading with me soon. Talk to you guys later. Bye.